Good afternoon and welcome to Maths Otoka online class. Today we'll be talking about function, but before that, let's talk about intervals. For you to know the different types of intervals we have. The first one, we have the closed interval. The closed. Now, the closed interval is represented as a comma b like this, with this kind of bracket. Okay. Now, this thing means that everybody is involved. That is from A to B. Okay. So if I draw it like this, this is the presentation. Here is A, here is B. So it's from here till that B, from A to B. But the next one you need to know is the open interval. Open. For the open interval, it's being represented like this. Now, open interval means that A and B are not involved, but everything in between A and B are involved. So I have this. This is my A and B. So the only thing involved are just the things inside A and B. Everything you are seeing between A and B are the only thing involved. Number 3, we have the half closed, half open. Like this. You have a half closed, half open. So this one is simply means that like this. So from A to B, but B is not involved. Anything very close to B is involved, but B itself is not involved. So D, half open, comma, half closed. So this one is simply like this. You have half open like this. Okay, and is as good as saying like this. So the thing did not start from A. So it's just everything in between and the B itself is involved. Okay, so you need to know these 4 types of intervals. So which means let us do some example for you to understand. Let's represent the following. Let's represent the following. Number one is 3, 4. Okay, so this one is simply like this. And if you want to represent this one mathematically in algebraic form, something like that, is by saying that that A is less than or equal to X, which is less than or equal to what? B. Why this one is what? That A is less than X, and which is less than what? B, like this. Okay, so X is greater than A. It did not start from A, but it is less than what? B. So this one is what? That A is less than or equal to X, which is less than B. Why finally this one is what? That A is less than X, which is less than or equal to what? B. Okay, so this one means that what? So this is equal to that what? Minus that 3 is less than or equal to X, which is less than or equal to what? 4. So which is what? From 3 to 4, everything is involved. Everything is involved. Both that 3 and 4 are involved. Number 2 said minus 2 and 3, like this. So this is what? This is minus 2 and this is 3. Okay, and is equal to what? How do you represent it this way? You have that what? That minus 2 is less than X, which is less than what? Which is less than 4. So I'm having open like this, which means the only people involved are just things that are inside. That minus 2 and 3 are not involved. So number 3 is like this. I have minus 4 and 2. So what do you mean? What do you think about this? This is minus 4 and this is what? This is 2. So what do we have here? That minus 4 is less than or equal to X, which is less than 2. So what do you mean? That minus 4 is involved with everything in between, but that 2 is not involved. Okay, so number 4 said 2 comma 8. So this one says what? This is my 2 and this is my 8. So sorry, this way. So what do I have here? This kind of bracket and this kind of bracket. So it means that the thing did not start from 2. Anything in between 2 and 8 with the 8 involved. 8 is involved. So how do I put it this way? To be what? 2 is less than x, which is less than or equal to what? 8. Okay. So the next one, number 5. Number 5 said, okay, let me clean this side, please. From meat, clean this side. Okay. So number 5 says minus 3 comma 2 union minus 5 comma 4. Okay, so let us represent this. This is the line, the highest of the negative, minus 3. Okay, then I have 2 should come in between here. Is it minus 5? Okay, minus 5 minus 5 minus 5 minus 3 can be somewhere here. So let me have that the center is 0. Let me have that here is 2 and here is 4, for instance. Okay, so I don't mean that they are accurate. Now for minus 3 and 2, minus 3 and 2 is here. I hope you are seeing it. Everything, both the minus 2 and 3 involved. Now minus 5 and 4, minus 5 and 4 is here. So what do you think the union will be? The union will be just minus 5 and 4, because this one is already inside of it. So union is bringing them together. So if you bring them together, you are having what? You are having your minus 5 and 4 as your answer, like this. Okay, so is it closed or open? Is a closed interval. So the union of this, union of two closed interval is closed. Okay, so this is a closed interval. I will represent it as what? That minus 5 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to what? 4. So number 6. Number 6 gave us they have minus 3 and 2 union minus 5 and 4. Okay, union minus 5 and 4. So let us do this one. To do this one, I'm having what am I saying? Let me draw it. Let me say that here is minus 5, minus 3, 0, 2 and 4. Okay, I have this. So this one is here and here, everything involved. Okay, but this one now is here and here. Only what is inside is involved. So what do you think the union will be? The union will be only what is inside, which is what? Minus 5 and what? 4. Open. So this is an open interval. I hope you are getting that. So this is an open interval. So we represent it as what? Minus 5 is less than x, which is less than what? 4. Okay. Then number 6. Number 7. Number 7, that is number 7. Number 7 says number 7, where is number 7? Number 6. Okay, number 7. Which one did I do now? Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, number 7. Number 7 is G. Okay, let me put it the way they are putting it. G. G said minus 3 comma 2. Okay, union minus 1 comma 2. Okay, so look at this one. Okay, so what do we do in this one? Let us draw it. If we draw it now, we are having minus 3, minus 1, 0 and 2. I hope you are seeing it now. So for minus 3 and 2 is here and here, everything inside. For minus 1 and 2, minus 1 and 2, everything inside. So their union is bringing them together. Their union is simply 4 from here to here is their union. Yes, G. Yes, their union is simply from here to here, is correct. So I'm having what? Minus 3 and 2, you see. So the answer is what? Minus 3 less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 2. If you draw it, you will see it clear. H. H says minus 3 comma 2, okay, union 0 and 4, like this. Okay, so let's draw. I'm having minus 3, 0, 2 and 4. So minus 3 and 2 is here involved. Okay, now but this one is what? 0 and 4. Now if you look at this now, 0 is not involved here, but 0 is involved here. Are you getting it now? So for this one is this, even the 0 is involved, but this one now, 0 is not involved. Are you getting it now? Let me use x for this one. So 0 is not involved, but the union is bringing everything together. So the answer must be from here to here. So the union is from minus 3 to what? To 4. Close like this. So minus 3 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 4. Are you getting what I'm doing? I hope I'm not obscuring. So this is minus 3 and 2, minus 3 and 2. 0 is inside this one. But here, 0 is not involved. But from anything that is close to 0, then to 4. So to bring them together is collecting everything. So I'm collecting from minus 3 to 4. That is my answer. So I said 3 comma 2 intersection 5 comma 4. Remember that intersection means what they have in common. Intersection means what they have in common. So let us draw. If we draw like this, I'm having is there any minus there? Okay, minus 3. And minus 5 for I. Okay, so let us draw. This is my minus 5, minus 3, 0, 2 and 4. Okay, let us draw the first one. The first one says I, so this is closed as well. Okay, so the first one said that is from minus 5 and what? And 4. I seen it now. Why the second one said minus 3 and 2. So you see what they have in common is the one inside is what they have in common. So what they have in common is what? That minus 3 and 2 is what they have in common. So and it is close. So my answer should be what? That minus 3 is less than what? Equal to x, which is less than or equal to 2. So that is the intersection of this. So once you can draw it, the picture will now be clear for you to get your answer. So number IJK. IJ, okay, J first. So for J they said minus 3 comma 2 intersection 1 whole minus 1 whole number 1 over 2 comma 1 over 2. Okay, like this. So let's go. You're having that here is minus 3. Okay, 1.5. So here is 2. I hope you know that 1 whole number 1 over 2 means 1.5, 1.5. So here should be around 1.5. Okay, which is this thing. Okay, then I'm having 0. Then I'm having half before I'll have 2. So let us check. Here like this and like this. I hope you are seeing it for the first one. And remember that this minus 3 and 2 are not involved. So, and here I'm having the 1.5 and half. So what they have in common is that 1.5 and half. That is what they have in common. So they have minus 1 whole number 1 over 2 and half in common. So my answer is what? Minus one whole number 1 over 2 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to what? Half. Okay. So ij k. So for my k, I j k. So for my k, they have open interval of minus 3 comma minus 3 comma 2 closed like this, intersection open interval of 0 and 5. Okay, so let us draw. This is minus 3 and this is 5. Okay, I'm having a 0 in the middle, so 2 should be somewhere here. So I'm having that this one started from minus 3 but didn't end in 2. Okay, it did not start from minus 3, it started from something very close to minus 3, like minus 3.11111111, so and end in 2. So but look at this one started from 0 and end in 5. So what do you think they have in common? They have from 0 to 2 in common. So that's what they have in common. What they have in common is a 0 and 2. That is what they have in common. Is that so? Yes, this is the only thing they have in common. So let me check for k. Oh, the 0 is not a closed interval. The 0 is an open interval. So since the 0 is an open interval, so here should be open interval. Okay. For k. And 5 is equally open self. So that is what they have in common for k. Yes. So my answer is what? 0 is less than or equal to what? Sorry, 0 is less than x, which is less than or equal to 2. Okay. So let me continue here. IJKL. L says minus 3 comma 2 intersection 0 and 4. Okay, so let us draw. Drawing it will help you. If you are drawing it, I'm having that minus 3 is here, 0 in the middle, 2 will be here and 4 will be here. So this one is starting from minus 3 and ending in 2. Why this one is starting from 0 like this and ending what? And ending 4. So this is the only thing they have in common. So my answer should be what? 0 and 2 like this. 0 and 2 like this. Okay, so which is what? That 0 is less than x, which is less than or equal to 2. So IJKLM. For M, so well, what do you think about their union? If you want to get their union should be starting from here and end here. I hope you know, bringing everything together, that is their union. So once you can draw it, it will be easier for you to get the answer. Okay. So this one I have minus 3 and 2 union 4 and 6 like this. Okay, so let us draw this one. If I drawing this one, I'm having this is minus 3, this is 0, 2, 4 and 6. Okay, so this one started from here ending here. Why this one started from here ending here? So how do we bring them together? Bringing them together, it will not work in a way because 4 is not involved. And if we say let us take from here to here now, we'll still pick 4 inside it. So what do you think will be the answer to that? So they are disjoint. It's called they are disjoint. And the answer is x is an element of x an element of this, or x an element of this. So we cannot unite them together in a way. We cannot unite them together in a way. So they are disjoint. Okay? Don't forget how to put open interval. Okay. So in fact, they even in their intersection, see that their intersection is empty, they don't have anything in common. So their intersection is an empty set. They don't have anything in common. So that is that for intervals. So the next thing we are going to look at is a neighborhood. We are going to look at neighborhood. Before we look at neighborhood, we'll look at absolute value. And get what is absolute value. Then from absolute value, we start getting the neighborhood and the center, the radius. Okay? So okay, so I think that is that for this. So let's, in the next video, we'll talk about the next one.